Recently, a local Edmonton Instagram account highlighted a newly released West Edmonton Mall policy which seems to be getting a lot of attention. Now, a lot of people who frequent said account are really up in arms about this, so I just wanted to share my thoughts and calm things down a bit, because my inbox has been blowing up asking for my opinion on this. The West Edmonton Mall Youth Escort policy dictates that youth in the mall who are under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult aged 18 or older. That's actually kind of a bummer. I spent many summers at West Edmonton Mall hanging out with my friends without any supervision. It was the mid-90s and we were, 10, 12 years old. But equipped with a Super Summer Attractions Pass, and with access to $1.50 movies, 3 different McDonald's locations, multiple arcades, and unlimited rides, slides, mini golf, and more, it was like a kid's dream. You'd get 10 or 20 bucks from mom and dad, and you'd be set for the day. And I'm talking about a solid day. Fantasyland used to be open until midnight. We'd be at the mall for 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours. And for all the people who are going to jump down my throat and call me a mall rat, hey, at least I wasn't on my phone. We didn't have those. We had to enjoy each other's company and find fun things to do. Also, it was a different time back then. It was normal to hop on our bike on a summer morning and without a phone or a plan of where we were going, we'd wander back late in the evening for dinner. So when I heard that West Edmonton Mall was enacting this new policy, my immediate reaction was to get a little worked up. Not being able to hang out at the mall? Are you kidding me? But when I read the rest, I calmed down quite a bit. Actually, completely. If not accompanied by an adult, anyone under the age of 16 may be asked to leave at the discretion of security. To me, that sentence speaks volumes. That's what people should be focusing on. This isn't some hard and fast policy, one which will require people to scan their ID at the door like at a nightclub. No, it's just in place to ensure the mall has something to point to when they need to deal with difficult situations. We all gotta remember, it's a mall. Unless I'm unaware of some major change, teenagers spend a lot of their parents' money. Wait, has that changed? Well, that would be great. Kids! The mall is full of stores whose main goal is to engage in commerce. In order to do so, you require customers. And there's no doubt that teenagers are a significant percentage of the mall's customer base. With over 800 stores, restaurants, and services, West Edmonton Mall actually wants you to be there, even if you're 14. The countless small local businesses and larger corporations alike would both be pretty unhappy if they saw the reduction in customers that a strict enforcement of this policy would no doubt bring. Think about it. Would you continue to lease a space if your landlord artificially obstructed your revenue by the 10, 20, or even 30% drop that this would bring? Guys, seriously, this is a mall. They want customers. Look, and I want to add that most people are pretty decent. Even teenagers. Even Gen Z. Oh my goodness. Youth! I admit I was pretty sheltered growing up. But outside of laughing too loud or sneaking McDonald's cheeseburgers into West Mall 8, I never really got into much trouble hanging out at West Edmonton Mall. And again, I spent many summers there. And kids haven't changed all that much. Sure, they can be a little loud, but most of them are good kids. Yet, for the theoretical 29 out of 30 who are great, there's always going to be that one bad egg. Putting this policy in place helps the mall and their security team better deal with situations that might arise. This gives them yet another tool to point to when they need to deal with those difficult situations. Maybe a parent doesn't want to take responsibility for their teen behaving poorly after being dropped off at the mall, so they'll be shown this policy. Maybe there's a group of youth who aren't behaving the way they should when they're sharing a public space with others, so this policy will be enforced. But again, it'll be at the discretion of security, and that just makes sense to me. I'll eat my West Edmonton Mall hat. Where's my hat? Eat my West Edmonton Mall hat if it turns into what some of those Instagram commenters seem to think. A dystopian state where kids buying shoes for a new year of school are being carded just for being there. Guys, it's not going to happen. And I've got a great track record on things like this. Remember when I swore up and down that the Mindbender would never be removed? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I hope this calms down some of the masses. And if not, at least it gave me a forum to vent. I appreciate you watching.